Matt, the car guy. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for watching this video. Today I have a 2020 Range Rover Velar, one of my favorite looking smaller SUVs by Range Rover. Now this came out a couple years ago and it's been a great success as far as a big seller in the United States and not only. So thank you Jaguar Land Rover of Schaumburg for letting me film this vehicle, doing a quick walk around review for my viewers. Again, I'm going to post a link in the description so you guys can check out their inventory. Great people, great service, great vehicles. So check them out. I'm sure you won't regret it if you are looking for a Range Rover or Jaguar, or check out their used car inventory. They have some fantastic used vehicles as well. So let's talk about this vehicle. We're going to take a look at the exterior, we're going to take a look at the interior, we're going to take a look in the back, see what powers up this beast, and then we're going to take a look and take it for a quick drive. So if you're ready, let's go. Okay, so let's take a look at the front of this car first. First of all, I love that two-tone that they have in here. That silver with black, shiny Range Rover lettering, shiny grille in here. Now you can see that there's some black accents. There's no chrome. It's just silver and black. Great combination. Now this one, as far as the front, you can see those LED headlights. They're LED turn signals, which I have going right now. Now they also have the power wash. They're self-leveling, by the way. Now they have the power wash, which, you know, you can wash your headlights if you're driving. So this is the front of this vehicle. Nice grille at the bottom here, grille at the top, and those are actual air inlets to help with cooling off the wheels and brakes. So all right, so on the side, this is what really attracted me to this vehicle. It's nice, it's aggressive, it's kind of elongated, it's longer, it's very sporty and yet off-roady vehicle, if you know what I'm saying. Again, two-tone on the side continues. Now this one is equipped with the 20-inch wheels. They're gloss black wheels. This is an optional on this vehicle. It also does have that black trim in here, black mirrors with the LED turn signals built in here. Now all of those Velars have those pop-out door handles, kind of like on that I-Pace they just did not too long ago. Okay, so if you press it, the actual door handle pulls up and then you can open or close the door. If you lock it, as you can see, the mirrors fold out as well. Now this one is equipped with this contrast roof, so it's got the black top and the different body color. This one is in silver. And nice taillights. Let's take a look at those. Taillights, nice long taillights, continue from the side to actually the gate of this vehicle right here, Land Rover logo. Now this one says Velar. It's a P250S That's the model of this vehicle, and the 250 is the designation for the engine. That is a 2-liter engine, about 247 horsepower, 269 pound-feet of torque. We'll talk about it in just a second, but before we get there, again, you know, nicely designed back gate. It does say Range Rover in case you can't hear it, because it's the same color as the trim on this vehicle. It does have nice kind of the air diffuser. The exhaust, now most of the SUVs have this pronounced exhaust that you can see. Now this one is hidden, which is kind of cool, but it does have the parking sensors all the way right here. You can see the rear view camera is over here. So let's open it up and let's see what's inside it. Before we do that, quick take a look at the key. This is the standard, if you'd like to. Anyways, let's open up the gate and let's see what's here. So with the rear gate open, it does have quite a bit of room for your cargo. It's not very wide, sort of narrow in the back, but it does have some nice length to it. Plus the seats, if you can see, they will fall down. This is the 40 40 and 20 split, so you can either fall down all of them or just one or two panels on here, just like most of the Range Rovers, Jaguars. Get a bunch of goodies in here. Let's see what it does have here. Black wheel nuts. It does have the tire detailer wheel cleaner kit. This is for your wheels. It does have the all-season mats in here. And let's just check out one more thing and see if it does have, yes it does have your spare wheel right in here. It's a temporary wheel, but it is there, so I'm actually glad that they have it instead of those kits where you don't have a spare tire. So you can actually close that so you don't have anybody just nosing and taking a look at what's inside of your trunk space. And let's close that out. Check out the engine. Well, let's talk about what powers up this thing. Now there's actually 4 engine options available on the Velar in the United States. This has the base one. It's a 2.0 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, 247 horsepower, 269 pound-foot of torque. It's paired with the 8-speed automatic transmission. I'm kind of curious of how it's going to handle as far as the pickup. It's not a huge vehicle, so it should be okay, but we'll check it out. Now, for those of you who might need more power, they're also offered with the V6 turbocharger, supercharged V6s that are available with the 340, 360 horsepower options, as well as the Beast. It's the V8 550 horsepower. That's the SVR Velar. So there's 4 different engine options. Now this is the base, and we're going to see of how that handles. So take a look how this engine looks. Now this is what I like about those Land Rovers. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. It tells you right there how many cylinders you have in that engine. So that's a 4-cylinder option right here. Lots of room around it if you're one of those people who would like to kind of do their own thing, although I'm not sure how much of it you would be able to do on your own on the modern engine like this one. But anyways, it is here. Again, this one does have the hydraulic lifts for the hood, so that's a big. Hey guys, so front seat adjusted to the way that I normally drive. I love those door handles. I'm not sure how it is in the winter time when everything freezes over, and I'm sure they have a strong enough motor to open this up. But anyways, this is not the time to talk about it when it's 90 degrees outside. All right, so roominess, and the rear seat does not adjust, and it is kind of tight in here. I mean, I do have just barely enough room to fit my knees in here. Now I'm 6 feet tall. I adjusted the front seat to my normal driving position just for a point of reference, so you can see and yourself of what I'm talking about. Headroom, plenty of headroom. I'm always amazed how Range Rover is doing the headroom, because there's always plenty of headroom, even though the vehicle seems like it's kind of short, it's not very tall vehicle, they managed to put some headroom in here. So what else is in here? I'm going to show you that panoramic sunroof, which runs all the way on the car. And it's probably going to be easier to show it to you from the outside. So let me open it up. Let's check it out. Then we're going to take a look at the front seat. We're going to take it for a spin. As you can see, it opens up quite a bit in here, and the glass panel moves back. It's nice dark glass, so it doesn't let a ton of light in here, but it makes the cabin brighter. It also has this nice air deflector, air screen, so it's not as noisy on the interior, and just a great design. Take a look at this. Awesome looking. Right, real quick tour of the back. Right here, again, the seats are nice, comfortable, contrast stitching right on them. What else we have in the back? You have the vents for your AC system. This one is a base model, doesn't really have anything else, doesn't have the rear controls, and it does have some map pockets. It's not a net, but it's kind of solid, so you can put some stuff in here. And that's that panoramic sunroof that I showed you from the outside. Here it is from the inside. Let's check out this Range Rover Velar interior, and you know, it's very similar to a lot of other Range Rovers, however it's different at the same time. So let's just take a look at the steering wheel. Multi-function steering wheel with a lot of buttons on the side. Now these light up when the vehicle is on, so you can see. Now this is for your cruise control. You can set, resume, cancel. You can turn on your heated steering wheel. You can do your lane keep assist on here, and this menu is basically mostly for your display. Right in the middle, you can select and control your display. The info panel right in the middle here, this is for your voice, for your phone, and your navigation system. So nicely done, nicely appointed steering wheel, very soft to the touch. It's got a little bit of a brushed aluminum trim at the bottom here. Now this is probably a little bit narrower, a little bit thinner than most of the other steering wheel, yet it's still very nice to the touch. So let's take a look at this info panel right in the middle. First of all, it's all digital instrument cluster, so you can see, I mean, it does have the speedometer on the left hand side along with the gas gauge, and on the right hand side you have your tachometer, and then you can select your different driving modes. And this one says that the differential is unlocked right now. So let's see what this menu does. So now this is your display menu. This is your driver assistance, and you can see it's got the suite of different driver assistance modes. So you can see it does have, let's give you a close-up look: collision avoidance, steering assistance, speed limit awareness, driver condition monitor, which is pretty cool. That actually gives you a little nudge if you get tired, and if you're not taking a break for a little bit, then it will alert you that, hey, maybe it's time to take a break. Media, you can have different source, band, you know, Sirius XM, radio, online media, and so on. Let's go to the info screen for the vehicle. Show warnings, tire information, settings, security feature, exterior lighting. Here's your display info panel, so you can see of what's selected in here. Now the map is selected, which is my favorite feature in here. You can have a driver assistant selected in here. Let's see what it's gonna do while driving. Now here's your trip, and we're back to the same thing. So very nice, very simple, yet at the same time everything is there. Stalks for your light controls right here. This is for your wipers as well, that this is to control the front and rear wipers on the side in here. So let's take a look at this info panel right here. It's two screens, beautiful two screens. The top one, you can set it for like navigation, you can have a media, or you can have a phone right here. and this one you can see of what's playing right now. So this is pretty standard, and this is a nice size. It actually pops up when you are driving it, so it pulls up a little bit so it's not reflecting light too much, and it's very nicely visible. But the screen that's at the bottom, it's what's very cool about this vehicle. Most of the cars have set of buttons right here at the bottom just to kind of tell you of what this is. Now this one right here, this big screen, this is your climate control settings. You can control your seats. Now this one doesn't have ventilated seats, but it's available feature. So if you can move this dial right here, you can see the seat turns red, and it's 3 different settings for the seat warmers right here, either right or left. You can turn it on and off, and you can control it through these dials right here. Vehicle settings, again, this is the driving modes, and this is pretty cool. It gives you this nice crisp vehicle picture, and you have the regular dynamic program selected. Eco mode, there's a comfort program. Now we're getting into some of the off-road programs. So this is grass, gravel, snow program, this is a mud ruts program, and this is the sand program right here. It controls the height of the vehicles. I can actually feel the vehicle raising itself a little bit when I put it in the off-road mode. Now dynamic program selected, it's going to lower it while we drive. So this is a pretty cool feature right here. Now settings. As far as the settings, you can set up the display. Start up screen is at climate, but you can actually put driver modes, let's say, if you want it to be your main screen. And what else we hear, you know, right here, this is your drive selector. So you have your regular basically drives, and here is another cup holder that's hidden. You have your 2 regular cup holders right in the middle here, and then you have your storage that's right here. 2 separate armrests, basically, one for passenger, one for the driver, and that is just so you don't have to disturb the passenger or the driver if you want to open your part of it. What else is in the interior here? So as far as the fabrics used, this is nice, soft, kind of designer. You can see a different design on here. This is kind of like a rubber plastic, very nice. The piano black, not a big fan on it, but again, it's not my car, and this is nice and soft to the touch. Mirror, this is your sunroof control, sunshade control. It's got a beautiful large panoramic sunroof. While we're here, let's take a quick look on the appointments of the seats. So a lot of Range Rovers, Land Rovers will have basically this contrast stitching and nice, firm, yet very nice quality leather that you can see, and all seats are nicely stitched and contrasted. As you can see, the same kind of pattern that is on the dashboard continues on the door panel right here, and this is nice and soft. You have this brushed aluminum door handle. Meridian, which is the stereo used by Land Rover, Range Rover, Jaguar. Here's your memory seating controls, lock and lock, as well as your mirror controls, and this is your fold out mirrors, as well as your window controls, and this is your lock for the child safety. So this is what's on the door. All right, I don't know about you, but I'm ready to take this for a spin and see what it can actually do. Now, mind you, this is the smallest engine that's available for this vehicle, so let's see what it can do, and it can only get better, I guess, from here, from 247 horsepower to 340, 360, 550 in the same body. There might be a few different appointments on the vehicle, but you know, the feel, the general feel is going to be the same. We're going to start with the turning radius, turning diameter, and see how tight it is. And it actually is nice and tight. And what I've always liked, now any of the Jaguars and Land Rovers that I've test driven, I've always liked the solid, the super solid feel of it. Now, one thing I didn't check out is the rear view camera. in here. So let's do that right now. The rear view camera is nice and clean. Let's see if it does have any other features on it. No, this one does not have the full 360. It just got the standard camera, but as any of the Highline models, it is available. So let's select dynamic driving mode, and going forward would help. Let's take this for a quick run around the neighborhood. Like I said, nice solid feel. Sit up higher. Visibility in the back that might be a little bit tight, but again, if you don't have anybody sitting in the back, this would be perfect. Like right now I can see it, but the headrests are folded down. If there are people sitting in the back, I would have to rely on my side mirrors, and pretty sure like when I did the Defender, you can see that smart mirror that turns on right here. I'm sure that technology is available for this vehicle as well on the higher end models. So talking about price, you know, so this vehicle starts just under, you know, $60,000 with the basic equipment. Now this one's got a few appointments on it. It does have the nicer wheels, and you can probably hear the engine a little bit because it's the dynamic mode. It's kind of like more aggressive mode. It's actually nice and responsive. We'll take it really quick on the expressway and see of how that goes in there. But as far as the mirror, it would be really nice to have that mirror turn into a screen with the camera up on top. So that's would be my recommendation if you're shopping for one, and if there's one available with that rear view camera, it would be real beneficial to the view. So price wise, starts under $59. This one as equipped is about $65. It's got those nice bigger 20-inch black wheels. It's got that panoramic sunroof. It's got the heated mirrors. It's got the heated windshield. It does have the heads-up display, which I'm not sure if you can see it, but let's turn that on. And well, let's speed up a little bit. They can definitely hear the engine. I mean, there's no question about it. And it seems like it doesn't struggle, but you can definitely hear it. It's there. So, I mean, I would most likely opt in for the 6-cylinder engine if I was looking for one. However, this one, power-wise, it's got enough. It's just, you can hear it. Yeah, post it down and below, as I have not checked of what's the 0 to 60 on this particular one. And even though it's not the most important thing, it is important when you're merging onto the expressway. If you're one thing I haven't checked is, let's check out the stereo. The stereo is nice. It's not staticky. It seems like it does have a few speakers. It's got the tweeters right here. It's got the regular speakers at the bottom, and it does have the main speaker in here, the surround speaker. So, I mean, this is definitely helpful. And again, you can hear that engine when accelerating. Now the throttle response is there. There's a little bit of that turbo lag when you hit it. It hesitates a little bit before getting that get up and go. while I'm at it, let me select a different driving mode, and let's see if that comfort program makes a difference as far as driving. And it might be just a little bit softer. The suspension is not as stiff as it is in the dynamic mode. So we'll turn it around and we'll take it back to the dealership. So let's just talk about this car for a little bit. So first of all, the design. I absolutely love it. I think it's one of the nicest design an SUV can have. And this is not the big SUV. This is more of a medium size. It's, if you compare it to, for example, Mercedes, that would be a GLC. It's a little bit smaller than the GLE, but size of the GLC maybe. If you compare it to a BMW, it's kind of in between the X3 and X5. So I mean, that's that type of size. Price wise, you know, it starts at just under 60, and it goes to, you know, can go up to almost $100,000 with the SVR engine. I can imagine, just like anything, you know, with Range Rover, everything is customizable, so you can choose and select the options that you would like. So speaking of the engine, I mean, the engine is definitely not my favorite. That 2-liter engine, it's, you can hear it again. Now this is in the comfort mode, so it's not as loud, but it's still, you can hear that engine work. I would probably go with the 6-cylinder engine. The SVR obviously would be the fastest one, but that's a performance engine, and that's gonna add quite a bit to your bottom line if you're looking for it. The interior design, absolutely great. Easy to read. Everything is within the reach. You can see it, that's bright, that's clear, it's intuitive. So big thumbs up for the interior. The roominess. The front row, I have plenty of room right here in the driver's seat. You can adjust that seat the way to your liking. There's plenty of headroom. The one drawback to this car is a lack really of room in the second row seat. So if you carry a lot of people around, and those are full-size adults, there might be a little bit cramped in the back. But if it's an SUV just for you, then definitely it's got plenty of room in here. Fit and finish, so far so good. I absolutely love the design of the dashboard trim, the trims around here. Not a huge fan of the piano black, but again, this is me not liking it. You might actually love it. It fits in very nicely with overall the design of this vehicle. However, it is a high maintenance surface, meaning you can see every fingerprint on, it's kind of like glass almost. You can see every fingerprint, every scratch, every detail you'll be able to see. So there's more good than bad about this vehicle. I'm not sure about the reliability. That didn't come out very long ago, so definitely it's going to be within warranty. You trade it in before it starts giving you problems. So I'll give it a thumbs up. I'll give this vehicle a thumbs up. It's nice, it's agile, it's quick, and I'm gonna take V6 for a test drive hopefully soon. They didn't have one available, but I'm gonna take a V6 and see how that compares to it. Maybe shoot a few minute video just on the performance between those two vehicles. So thank you again, guys. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed making those videos. I enjoy it even more if people are watching, and I'm so glad that you are subscribing to my channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button at the bottom of this video, or underneath that video there's also a little bell button. That means that if you press that, every time I post a new video, you're gonna have a notification that Matt the Car Guy posted a new video, and you can go and check it out of what I have posted. So thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Cheers.